Nate, don't eat him.
I'm gonna eat his face.
Don't eat him.
Eat him. Eat the child.
Okay, so are we ready?
I can be convinced.
More cats. Ha!
Mine is with the other person who owns him.
Oopies.
Theft.
Theft of a cat.
She's so fluffy. She's got a fluffy tail.
I roll to murder. I roll to break every oath that I've sworn to my god, and I start just summoning voracious undead.
I roll to make weaponry for all those.
No, stop. No, evil must be contained.
Just kidding.
I craft silver weapons for his entire army.
Everybody give you a what? I can't hear anything you're saying. Your mic keeps blowing out, is why.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, looking away from the directional mic probably is not.
Well, the mic is over here, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It might be picking up the wrong mic because it was much more clear when you faced the.
Possibly. It might have switched over to the camera mic.
It sounds like a webcam mic, is why. It doesn't sound like your new nice mic.
That beautiful
Wait,
boom.
but new nice. Let me just.
New hotness.
What now?
New hotness, who dis?
You're much quieter, but it's much less poppy and echoey. You just might need to get closer to it.
Hi.
That's clearer.
Yeah, it's a nice sensitive mic when you're up on it.
Yeah, it works. It works. Good. I'll give Andy a moment because they're using an ancient tool.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just basically creating Google from scratch over here.
As you do.
I thought you were using Netscape.
We beat ill.
Hey, yo, Luke. How you doing? A little more bloodshed. Let me correct that. Bloodshed paradox. With the Mecinaries, the Acolyte, and the Silversmith. And for some more
I'm gonna go
adorable
check on my
stressing.
chili.
Almost Neko. And then Corlin slid it.
Every goddamn time.
Well, that's okay. She's the Queen of Silver. I pledge fealty to the Queen of Silver.
Oh, also, I believe that y'all were in the middle of your travels, but like y'all had so little to travel that I just kind of assumed. I made the express decision that y'all were on the outskirts, just so we can get the ball rolling a little bit more.
Okay.
If there's anything that you would have done, on that travel or whatever, I'm obviously open to that.
I would have corrupted the gods and stolen their butt now.
Opened up a small business. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much time.
One of us wants to buy a house and have a kid.
So true. Well, Geraldo has that plot of land.
Let's see. So we had traveling here 1 or 2 days.
Hello, I return.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello. I believe it was. I believe it was 75 I need to open up DM screen.
What are we trying to figure out? What next level is?
No, that's nothing to do with levels. I promise you.
I thought we were level 5.
No. Y'all are so cute and funny. I think it's hysterical.
I'm glad. I'll keep doing it then if you find it so enjoyable.
Yeah, but you're the cutest.
Here's a list of reasons that we should be level 5. 1. We didn't get an XP last game. 2. That XP amount should reflect the fact that
I straight up
there are
that fucking asshole.
Yeah, and there should be 5 of us in this group, but there are only 4. So to compensate, we need to change another number 4 to a number 5 to balance the universe. And additionally, you like me, and you want me to be happy, and this would make me happy.
So in a more
And I would like to ask what the point of sleeping with the DM is, if it's not to
Right,
make it
like
level up.
are you not a DM who accepts bribe as is the tradition?
Yeah.
Like, how many sexual favors really need to happen? You know,
Oh,
you said something to me the other day, and I just think that maybe I could get level 5 in exchange for that.
Damn, Nate, you putting in the work for everybody.
Alright, if that's the case, then yeah, y'all are level 5. Woo! Hell yeah!
The powers of persuasion.
Chicanery.
What are you guys gonna do? I assume we go right to the level, the XP cap for level 5.
Yeah, I mean, you are right that I didn't give you XP last, and it is a short amount to it. So with that was the real thing that got me.
I am right. Thank you for saying so.
Oh my god. Motherfucker acts like I've never said it.
Ever.
So what's the XP for level 5? Does it
I
depend?
just pasted it in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Well, y'all can level up for a second while I figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Wait, actually, did everybody roll a d20? No. Andy, roll
Not
a
everybody.
D20.
Saws.
I can't believe this.
How
I'm
dare.
sorry.
Chicanery.
Oh, wait, you don't have to roll because you weren't there.
Right.
I wasn't there, yeah.
Okay. So it's
Chicanery.
Corwin. Hey, Josh, once again, at this point, do you want to just be the dedicated fucking recapper? Because it's literally been you by chance every single time.
The Queen of Silver must recap every session.
I have said as much to Josh in my games. He gets it with a surprising frequency. It's because he's got
and it's so
the
good
dice
because he is
script.
amazing at recapping. He remembers every game.
It
takes
doesn't
notes.
hurt that Josh also has a fantastic narrator voice. Just saying.
Let's all suck
Good
Josh's
reason.
dick a little bit more.
Just, yeah. Who wants the balls?
I mean, I'll relax back and
Jesus
take it.
Christ.
I'm not gonna blush away from that.
Holy shit.
Lord Almighty.
You
Should I
brought
take
this on
life
yourselves.
transference? No, that's not something I would take.
Let's get it. Woo!
Let's get into it.
So,
Go
last time on the
transform
Blood
that-
Paradox.
Sorry,
No, it's fine.
I learned that from some really, really demented motherfuckers in the kitchen.
Oh my
You know,
god.
It's a long story.
You know, you're not doing it well enough unless you hear. But anyway.
Holy shit. Yeah,
Like,
think
I thought I was horny. Like,
Oh man, no. Have you worked in a restaurant before?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should know. But
You should know.
Well,
hey,
you're right.
Oh, I'll be right back.
so last time on the Blood Paradox, We had received quite a bit of information between the various war fields that had been, well, battling at the time being, as well as the. I have this in my notes. It would be, yep, because it's related to the same item I carry. The Tower of Yatsu was one of the less desirable locations, and also a cult of, I believe, a evil dragon that had continued profane use of necromancy, or at least many of the wizards that there performed such acts and rites. Finding out this information, as well as that the township that we are in currently was a little more peaceful and quiet, we had a brief respite to be able to sit down, train, go out and handle. Sawyer went out and collected an unfortunate orphan and had to debate heavily on whether or not they would consider adopting them, so they would not be sent off to be a child of war. Naiko had taken some time to bring up a new face, as well as get some of their network out there a little bit more, so Corlin's face would be more lost in the crowd and not so easily tracked. As well as Aslov following up with his order and making sure that the church had gone up appropriately within said township, making the mayor actually keep proper guard so that necromancy and other uncouth magics would not be performed once again. And also Corlin spending her time to either training under Aslov every morning as he attempts to tell jokes and tries to be a little more
Human?
yeah, more human is definitely the term. More of a common folk than a militaristic acolyte who's been taught, as Corlin did learn quite a few things from Aslov, between sword skills and even some of the equipment that she's now wear on the lighter armor side. Spent her off time when not trading, making various bits of silver and selling them in the general store and making profit. At that point, and especially in the realization that the Tower of Yatsu was not too far and it was part of the original dream, it was decided that we should go check out Sefane, which was originally mentioned in the note from the first cave slash body gorge that we were headed into and found the cultists there originally. And then with the secondary cave with the bodies that were stacked like firewood. Unfortunately, with so many references to this Tower Yatsu and Sefane being included in the statements with the notes and implications, it was decided that we would travel as a group to head to Sefane and see if we couldn't find out a little bit more about this tower, or if there was any information there, people interacting with it. And on the route, we had initially started our travel. There was a few actors that we had run into who would prevalently to method acting, but a very large douchebag way.
The naked fucking actors. I forgot about those.
Yes. To which, after thoroughly watching one be turned into a fucking raisin, and the other one, I believe, was knocked out bloodily, as the teacher was like, yeah, they're not really my students, but I had to watch and make sure they get a passing grade, even though he was pretty chill. It was definitely a dick move. There was also passing by someone in the woods that had mentioned he's angry, he's coming, he's angry, coming. Very prelude to something dark and ominous. Following suit to that, we curiously enough, while spending a night at the camp, last I remember when we were heading in this direction, left off with a giant coming through the woods with a top hat, tipping his hat to us and saying, I believe, good evening.
Don't forget, Naiko got tired of the teacher's shit and just executed his ass.
That too.
I return.
Just to recap it, but I believe that's where we left off. Finishing.
Oh yeah, Nate, I think you were also gone for this, but I was just gonna say that because you had so little time to like travel, I wanted to speed it up, so we're kind of hand waving the rest of the travel. I assume y'all were at the house. Rest.
Didn't catch the end of that sentence. Your mic didn't pick you up at all. You hand wave the travel. You assume, and then I
Yeah,
didn't
I
get anything
assume
after that.
y'all ended up at the like outskirts of town.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, uh, you all walk up to in the distance from this still on the outskirts of town. In the distance, you can see the large city of Seafane. It is a harbor town. It has a very deep history. It's under Monteran rule. Um, you would know. You all have been traveling a lot, but like Sawyer especially travels all around. So most of you would have quite a bit of information just from that about the different districts. You would know that from the road that you're traveling right now, you're going to enter the Dawngate district. Let y'all see that. Oh, y'all can see it. Perfect. There's picture. It's kind of the aesthetic. It's a very poor district. Obviously, it's outside of city walls. Mostly, you know, people that make their money, through illicit means or just getting by on the docks. Um, there's only like there's only one small tavern that like is well known. Some people will give out like their house and such to live in, but or to room in for a bit, but it's very much not taken care of. There's also a market, mostly containing like a few shops as well as like stands of just bare minimum basic materials, mostly people trying to make money. And there are notably no inns in this. So how would y'all start your journey into Dawn?
Um,
Forget. Uh, uh, where? To ask a little bit more of a general question, where would the we're looking for information about this specific person in the Mustarian army. So where would the more military areas of the city would be? Because I think at least for me, very task focused as it
Do you want
is
to
trying to yeah.
roll me a history with advantage?
Ooh, advantage. That's a 17 instead of a 10.
Alrighty, yeah, of course. I you would know that most military is in the Ash Sprawl district.
Okay,
Um,
near the middle of the city.
yeah. Uh, no, cannot be by all players. Excuse.
What?
I just did a funny. Anyways, so yes, you would know it's in the Ash Sprawl district.
Okay, then to answer what at least I'm doing is with the going into the city with the intention of staying on the main road, getting into the walls of the city, and heading to the Ash Sprawl district to start turning over rocks, Inquisitor vibe.
Okay.
But
Um,
that's just
so
my energy going into outside the city.
got it. And how does the rest of the group feel about that? Like anyone want to tug any other strings in the city?
Uh, Hilariously enough, Corlin kind of detaches from the group for a moment, and
Oh,
And she is, because we had a few days to travel, would it be permissible to say, like, I made, like, one or two silver plates and such?
Yeah, of course.
Like, dinnerware, nothing crazy.
Right. Casually makes dinnerware.
Listen, she has simple aspirations. um, yeah, no, she would go and see if there would be anyone interested in buying or selling such silverwares and dinnerware, or if they're interested in getting more of those. Maybe even possibly seeking out those who might make an order for a dinette set like that. Little flowers
Got
and
it.
such stuff
So-
pressed into it. Actual business.
So you're looking for another. You're looking for another business to make a partnership with. Is this just a thing you're gonna do in every city?
Maybe.
Gotta make money.
Um, remind me, did we ever decide how how would it? I feel like it would be most realistic that eventually Coralyn just has to go back to Agrippedus and be like, "Hey, did it get sold? Where's my cut?"
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Well, and how much like silver crafts work did you leave with him?
With him, I sent. I believe
You
him
want me to
most.
make you a handout so you can
I would
track that?
appreciate that,
Yeah.
because I
Then it's not.
I
yeah.
actually measured out like how many silver to grams on a silver coin, and making items and such.
All right, there you go. There's a handout.
You. Which, with Agrippina, I would imagine there's not much silver there left over. But
You know, this was a fairly new venture. It's like
yeah,
you only print like 10 business cards for your new business.
I mean, it's tough. I have to do it in between venture. Yeah, I would see silver. I'll figure that out. But yeah, no, not like overly too many. Like 2 dinner plates and then like a bowl with like nice floral patterns on them and all that design did.
Got it. Alrighty. So that, like, you would walk through the market and find the food vendor and other, things like that. But alleyway, there is.
You're cutting out pretty bad.
Mm.
I don't know why that is. I don't see what the issue is.
It might
It's
be
fine
crisp.
whenever you're it's fine whenever you're facing it. I don't know.
It might be crisp itself because there's the audio detection.
Yeah, perhaps help if I had wired headphones. Um, how's this?
It's good.
It's good, yeah.
I think I think it is crisp because I said okay pretty loud there and it didn't pick up.
Yeah, no, it definitely is crisp. Crisp fucks
Um,
with shit.
Anyways, okay, so you would happen to yes. All right, there we go. Let me get my train of thought back. Very scattered for some reason. I think it's because I planned too hard. Okay, so you would happen upon a small little shop. It's a shop called the Fox's Emporium. It's a single-story wooden building reinforced with brick. And I would assume you would walk in, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk in, and it's a very quintessential emporium, as it were. Like there are ropes, there are bags full of things, there are some random pieces of clothing. Um, a few notable items would probably stick out to you if you were to look closer. Over by the counter, there is a short man who looks to be an adventurer who is trying to, from what you can gather, he's trying to sell some items to the shopkeeper, who is a very skinny, small male gnome.
I would take a moment to see like his business etiquette between dealing with this venturer, just so I can try and get a read for what I have to prepare with mental gymnastics talking to this person.
Okay, so you would roll me an insight for that. Okay, with a 15, you watch as he seems to have a very good grasp at bartering from the perspective of a buyer and then a reseller. He seems to be very quick to lowball, um, and he's very docile and placative to this seemingly gruff-looking adventurer. Um, you can probably tell that maybe he's got this affect on because the adventurer seems to be a bit intimidating. They are, pretty different in size.
Mm.
But he is standing, at the same height as him. You assume he's probably standing on some kind of box.
All right. So keeping that, especially. I would obviously wait for their conversation to kind of finish it out.
Yeah, the adventurer would be like, um, well, I mean, if that's all you're willing to give me, I'm kind of strapped for cash. So, okay. And he reaches across. The gnome is like, thank you very much for your business. And then they part ways. The adventurer kind of looks you up and down in like a way a man does, and then he walks out.
Mm.
The way a man does.
Eyes traveling to.
So, sorry.
With that, I would immediately approach, kind of shoulders up and chin up. I can see that you're pretty well versed with dealing with many of those types. Obviously, you do cater to a large crowd. Perhaps I could interest you in kind of a shared business dealing. I would imagine you might have a few highborn here within Sifing. Might be interested in such finery like this, as I will set down the plates and bowls made of silver with the floral patterns on them.
Oh, he'll immediately snatch them up and begin to look it up and down, look at the shine, look at the grain of the silverwork. Um, oh yes, well, this does seem to be quite good craftsmanship. It's rare to see a woman like yourself do such fine work.
It is not easy work, but I can guarantee the quality of it.
Well, I commend you. I mean, I've never really made that kind of business deal with anyone before. I'm a reseller, if you will.
Of course, I don't expect you to give me the full profit. I figured 30% sound good for advertising within your shop. Obviously, if you get a request, I would be more than happy to share a 40% purchase on how high the order is.
Do you, when you say that, do you mean like if somebody wants to commission an item, it's a higher
Yeah, it's a higher
percentage?
amount.
Got it.
Because that's more work for me, but it's also a large order, possibly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, give me a persuasion on that.
Hell yeah. Business tycoon. Or 20.
Okay. Well, he would kind of furrow his bushy brow and one sec, really loud.
Mm-hmm.
That was the loudest plane ever.
Yeah, very distracting. He would furrow his brow and he would go, well, 30 is a bit high. I agree with your 40% on commission. I understand how hard that can be. Let's say 20%.
Hmm. 28. And I'll give you discounts on your orders.
Listen, I don't often have many people that come in interested in buying these crafts, and I am taking valuable shelf space.
This
So
is
what
true.
about 25?
I could do 25.
All right, he will then, his brow will unfurl, he'll look plenty happy, and he'll hold his hand out for a handshake.
Happily handshake and agree upon. And obviously, those would be for the first display. Try to make more before.
Okay, thank you so much. Just, I don't know, come back and check on me some other time.
Of course. Name is
Also,
Coralie.
my name is Angelo, so you know.
Pleasure doing business with you.
He will, nod his head to you and begin, you can see he's kind of planning out where he's going to put your, display.
Absolutely.
Also, I love that Nate thinks Corlin is so evil when, you are the D&D equivalent of a mom making jewelry and selling it at, little craft stores around town.
Yes, but nice moms who make jewelry and sell crafts don't have Josh in their head and don't make jokes when I train them with long swords.
He's not a regular mom. He's a cool mom.
It has nothing to do with the character Corlin. It has to do with the Joshua. And I don't. I feel like
Have you considered maybe she's just sad?
no. He makes too many jokes. I'm pulling some receipts from the DMs of some shit that he said to me about Corlin and her silver armies.
Oh yes, I forgot. This fucking silver armies.
One day, silver golems.
And you know what? What of it?
Exactly.
Slay.
That I had to turn off crisp, so you get burps.
It will be glorious.
I have good characters who are good, slowly turning evil good, as odd as that sounds.
Yes.
Josh, on the 29th of fucking
Pulling out the actual receipt.
September.
Okay, so since you've been, I assume Corlin split off, and I am shocked that, oh, did you say you did it, like, without saying anything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's why. So, did everybody else follow Asla?
Yeah.
No, Nico trailed Corlin, but maybe changed her appearance to blend
Yeah,
in the crowd.
it was very much that thing where Corlin just walked away, Nico looked at us and me and Sawyer and I just kept walking, and she just went after. As the two stoic
Bodyguards often
characters.
want to do.
Hmm.
Okay, so I mean, by this time you've probably reached the gate.
Okay.
And
We're not like accosted on our way through Dawn's Gate, right?
no, I mean, I imagine there were some street ruffians that, seemed like they
Rough.
maybe wanted to cause trouble, but I feel that y'all are like you're a centaur and what basically looks to be the angelic spawn of a devilish god. So
Bullish.
they really did not want to fuck with you, I assume. But you will have definitely noticed. Let me pull this up. Hey, let me pull this up. I don't know where I put it.
I resent Galo being called devilish.
You know
Well.
what? That's fair. Okay, this one. This is the thing I want to show y'all.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it right now. Watch me.
Ah.
Okay. There is a wanted poster for this van on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Beard.
Logan.
Though.
And you can do with that information what you will. Would you like? I imagine maybe Aslov would look to one of the guards, or
I would like to first copy down that information. I have a small notepad. I'll just copy that down. Is there a?
I mean,
I
I
don't
mean,
see
there are a bunch of them up. If you wanted, you could just like take it.
Oh yeah, if there are a bunch, then I will just grab one. If there are just a lot of this one guy, or do I see any other people?
Extremely important. There is no reward listed though.
Mm.
It's almost as if the people that put it up, like the obviously the military that put it up, don't expect to reward somebody to get this person. Like he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the culture in the city is expected to just care for the sake of the kingdom.
Got it. Okay. I also don't see alive or dead.
You see alive.
Okay. Wanted alive. Yeah, I would tear one of these down. I assume I don't recognize the name or face.
No, you do not.
And
Is
I don't
Sawyer?
know.
I was gonna say, is Sawyer looking at it, or the wall of posters?
Yeah, you know what?
I have a.
I don't know what I would have you roll. It's because I feel like Sawyer always should get a chance to think about it because he's been everywhere, especially with military things.
High or low, but give a smaller percentage. You know, do like 5%. So it only like if you roll a 1 or a 2 or an 18 or a 19.
Got it. Okay.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, just roll me a d20 then. Higher,
Wait, higher,
low,
low.
configurable results.
Oh, I call it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something I'm supposed to say. Always hi, right?
Yes, baby.
Okay. Yay. Got
There's
him.
something I'm supposed to say.
My
That's
brain.
awesome. Hell yeah. Fuck.
Fuck.
Okay,
Shit.
so,
Nope.
you've never heard of this person before, so
Cool.
sorry.
I look over at Sawyer, who's looking at a different poster. I say, familiar. Wait, that's not his voice. Familiar?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, then I would approach the closest. I would heel turn and approach the closest guard.
Okie doke.
Oh God, flinks his camera. Oh dear.
Is what's happening to it?
Oh, it just is all pixely for me.
I turned it off.
It was
Alright,
like,
so.
it looked like it was tearing.
Let me
Yeah.
consult my notes where I have written every single guard ever in the game.
Yes. On npcgenerator.com.
No, yeah, definitely not on npcgenerator.com. I appreciate that though. That's a good one. Let me
It
write
is a
that
good
down.
one. Yeah, make sure you
No,
mark
yeah,
that one.
how do you think I made Logan Sundarin?
I recognized the paste format. Yeah. I have copy pasted many an NPC description.
Okay, so fuck it.
His last name is very similar to mine, which feels like representation matters, you know?
It's because you're
I
wanted.
bet
Your last name is Boone.
My last name IRL
in
is
real life.
Sunderland.
In real life,
Yeah.
I forget that humans exist when we play D&D.
Oh, right. Sorry.
right.
You
right,
are
right.
your character. I'm looking here
Suspension
like,
of
what are
disbelief.
you talking about, you fool?
Suspension of disbelief. Oops.
Okay, so you run into a guard person. His name is something you'll find out when you ask. I always forget that. I always treat this
Is he
game
wearing a
like,
name tag?
yeah, I
Does he
always
have a
treat
name
this
tag on?
game like Skyrim, where you just hover over and you can see their name
Hey.
automatically.
Your D&D game can be as gamified and Skyrim logic as it wants to be.
Oh yeah.
I will use the cabbages to glitch to the top of the mountain if you do that. But
As you should.
Speaking of Skyrim, I want everyone to know that Roxy redid her whole Skyrim today, so now every time I look over, there's a hard dick or moving titties on the screen.
hell yeah.
Look,
Immaculate. Absolutely immaculate.
So what does this guy's name tag say?
Okay, so his name tag doesn't say shit. He doesn't have one. But
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But
I'll walk over.
you come up to a young-looking soldier. He's
Okay.
got long, straight blonde hair.
Look, he looks like a Nate.
And he
Or native.
well, no, he is. I mean, he is black, so he doesn't look like a Nate at
Okay.
all. But he does seem to be very tall and fat.
Hmm.
And he's standing there, standing guard at the gate, like a guard does at the gate.
Does he have weapons?
Well, yeah, he's holding a pike.
He's got a pike. Okay. What kind of armor is he wearing?
It looks to be, chainmail.
Okay. I would approach and just very business-like, without asking his name, I would say, what is the crime of Logan Sundaran?
Um,
And hold up the poster.
he would narrow his eyes and he would, like, squint at it a little and be like, what is my character voice?
That's what he says?
No.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm not sure what character you're trying to play.
Well,
do
What
some
are you
Scrabble
going for? You go,
quit distracting me!
like British or
Dear
like,
God!
Maybe he's an old man.
don't make me do a horrible British accent.
Do it. Do it. Make every guard British. Oi, what's this then?
Well, I don't rightly know. I don't think we're supposed to know that kind of thing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Beautiful.
I will flip my badge. Oh, whoops, I GM whispered that, but I use my background as an Inquisitor, I can get access to a place or individual related to a crime that I'm currently investigating.
Oi, well,
I
bruv.
would like so basically I say I need you to tell me anything you know or point me in the direction of someone who does.
Well, that looks mighty official. I'm sorry.
This is what we call some goddamn commitment to the bit right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep it going. Don't falter now.
I would never. Alright, he's it. Oh, well, all I've
Now he's
had,
Australian.
Yeah, what the fuck?
God damn.
all I've had is that the military are looking for them. I don't know any accent. I can't
You
commit to
got-
the bit anymore.
You're
This
you're
is
close.
bullshit.
You're opening your mouth too much, and it's becoming Australian.
Yeah. Always heard that there was some kind treason being done.
Treason. Against the city or the country?
The country.
Nation. And where could I find someone who might be more knowledgeable?
Well, I'm not rightly sure. They keep things very insular. They don't tell us.
Well, who doesn't tell you much, and I'll go and talk to them.
Damn.
Okay, he will tell you to go find.
I really thought you were gonna say he's gonna tell you to go fuck yourself.
That's what I was thinking.
I really thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yourself, bro.
Yeah, right.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I get called a chav.
He would direct you to a man named Merrick Mornhell. He's a
Merrick,
half elf knight,
Can you
local of the
paste-
city.
can you
And
paste that in the
he's-
chat?
What?
Can you paste his name in the chat?
Yes, I can.
Baby.
Wow, it's taking way too long. Okay, there's that. And he'll tell you also that he can be found patrolling this time of day in the chicken dog. And he'll tell you that it's notable because he runs the only patrol through chicken docks in particular. Every other district has, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different patrols, but the chicken docks only has one.
So should we go check it out?
Yes. I have one question. I'm sorry, this is not related. The amulet of strength that we got from the Rat Man.
Yes.
You originally told me that it gave me 17 strength, but this new stat is different.
Okay. Then that is just my bad. Let me edit the thingy.
Okay. I just want because I can change to have this as well. This instead, if that's what it should be.
No, you're fine. That's a good thing to call me on.
I would in the game I would turn to Sawyer and say, seems like we need to head to the chicken docks. Should we recover the other two first? Or will they just slow us down?
I mean, I think it's probably not a great idea to get too far from them, considering they think they know where we're going, and if we're changing our path, we should probably give them a heads up, but I don't know how far they are at this point.
Also, actually, funny. I was just gonna ask, Corlin and Nico, would y'all have probably caught back up by now, or?
Nico would have gone shopping for a few things.
Well, Corlin did her business.
Yes.
Are
Well,
you looking
maintain.
for anything in
Well,
particular?
she would have gotten a spell book,
She would
and
she would have looked for a spell book. What the fuck is suck it?
she would have also gotten enough materials to cast Find Familiar 3 times.
Okay, yeah, I think you would find that. And you're looking for a spell book.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Um, any specific kind of spell book?
No, just a generic spell book because that's what she needs to cast spells for as a wizard multiclass.
Bless.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I see.
And she would need 30 gold for the for the 3 castings for the of instance and other materials for the Find Familiar spell.
Okay.
So that's what she would get 30 gold worth of incense and other materials and charcoal and all that for the Find Familiar, and then the spell book is usually like 50 gold.
Alrighty, yeah, that sounds good to me. Um, you know, I assume you'll track that. And here's the link to the spell book.
Oh, cool. It comes with spells.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing major.
Hey, extra spells is always nice. No matter what kind of wizard you are. Less copying. The amount of gold I've spent as Modar copying spells is astronomical.
Yeah, I was gonna say outright.
So after that shopping trip, you meet up with Coralyn. Y'all head up to the gate.
Uh, I assume we have a plan or information.
Did they re-meet with us, or did the two of them together? DM?
I was asking them, would they have then just head straight to the gate after all that?
Well, if not met up with the others yet, then yes.
Okay, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right, then, yeah.
Nyko will be like, you're the boss. I'm sticking with you. That's what I do as a bodyguard.
Thank you. I mean, it's still going to need to. This place seems.
I'm a bodyguard. I'm sticking with you. I was just getting a few particulars. And she like, flips a spell book around and flips to the page real quick, and then she puts it in her pack.
Learning magic now.
Well, I mean, I already was learning magic, but now I'm learning more magic, and she smirks.
Okay, so yeah, Corlin, then I assume you asked that question you just asked about having some information?
Mm-hmm.
I would pass on what we learned from the guards about the patrols, and that we should go and see this fucking see if we can find somebody who's a bit more informationally charged.
It's a good way to put it.
Additionally, what was the name of the person? I don't have it written down, the name of the person on the note.
It was Polis. which you would know as Andropolis. He's a general for the Mosteran army, and just the word Seafane. Wait.
And what? And you were gonna paste the name of the guy that this guy told me, as well.
Merrick was there.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, I was looking too low. Merrick Mornhell. There we
It's
go.
right above your suck it roll.
Yeah, right. I can't look higher than that.
Also, upon further inspection, you would have noticed you maybe if you did like maybe some investigation on it, like while you were in your downtime, you would have noticed that you can also make out another name,
Well,
Algonia.
Algonia. Can
I
you
will
spell
paste-
that?
I will
Yeah.
paste that in the thing.
The suspect list grows.
Yeah.
Actually, I should change it to persons of interest.
Sussy Baka.
Number 1, Corlin.
It's not ranked.
No, it's just an order of your suspects found.
No, my first one was Guan Emin, the male halfling, interest in dead things seen, going into the forest at night. Now dead, working for the Mecinaries army.
This is true.
Do you really have a suspect list?
Yeah, persons of interest. It's in my additional features and traits in my character sheet. If you want to look, I'm
Is
open to it right now.
Is Corlin in that list?
Corlin is under party characters and notes.
Ah, but not the person of interest. What about Meg?
No, Nico gets one entry. Not you don't get a bunch of separate entries, unfortunately. You like the Sawyer entry?
I'm loving all of it. Anyways, so y'all head into the chicken docks, I assume, where you were told this guy patrols.
Yes, unless we pass by a government building in the Ash Sprawl, because that was where I was initially headed.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you would.
Actually, what time of day is it? Out of curiosity, have we eaten lunch?
I would say probably like 11 a.m. now.
Okay, so we're gonna need to get lunch soon. Okay, good to know.
Is there a buffet around?
Is there a church?
Is there any fucking hay around?
Buffet.
Buffet.
Oh, I thought you said
buffet.
hay. That would have been.
Is there a buffet
much
so we
funnier.
can stuff our festering gobs?
No,
You
mediocre.
Is there hay?
You headphones.
A buffet.
Nay.
A buffet.
Who are you gonna buy headphones?
You.
Yeah, fair.
Can I also have headphones?
I'll see if it's in the budget.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, yeah, traveling, to the chicken docks, you would have inevitably, fucking, walk by the, Ash Sprawl, although you will notice that these guards seem to be much more official, and it seems to be very, it's a very private district. You sense that entering just willy-nilly is not something that's gonna fly.
Got it.
What? Can you specificate?
Let me give you a better view of the city itself. When you walk in, there seems to be like a stretch of land to the right that is mostly what seems to be like housing for military. Uh, then as you walk
Oh, like
up to that,
barracks.
yes, and as you walk up right here, this is where the canal of Seafane, the canals of Seafane start.
Oh,
So
interesting.
this road is actually split by canals with bridges in between, and something notable is around the districts, almost all the districts, the two that you see now, have these intensely high walls. So it's a large wall, and then canals in the middle, and then sidewalks on either side with like various, plant accoutrements, benches, things like that. So when I say that that area seems more intensely guarded, there are specific entrances wherein guards are posted,
Got
and
it.
and they seem to like be posted in a way that shows that like they're gonna immediately ask you what your business is, or look for some kind of credential, or if they say somebody lives in that district and they know them, like they're giving military doorman vibes.
Yeah.
Can we just approach one of these guys and try to get in and see what's up?
Sure.
Yeah. Uh. I would come at him badge first. I'll pop it again. Official inquiry. Ta 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 ta.
Yeah, I feel like
So
that's
the two guards kind of look between each other and then look at all of you and then look at the badge, and the one on the
Just
right.
trying to. Sorry.
What?
I was just gonna give you my pitch. My pitch. My bad. I thought you stopped.
Um and well, state your business.
I am an inquisitor of Herngala. I'm here on official business to speak with General Andrew Polis, and I also need to speak to whoever's in charge of the bounty for Logan Sunderland. I need to know what he's been accused of. I may be able to assist.
The whereabouts of General Polis is information that is need to know. And you'll notice that the one on the left hasn't been talking, but when you said uh oh god, I lost it. Doesn't matter. Um
Can I roll insight?
yeah, sure.
What was his reaction? That other guy who didn't talk.
Um he's very stoic but definitely listening.
Hmm.
Um
Did he have
and
a reaction to
they
the
seemed to
Logan?
find your kind of your implication that saying the words official inquiry meant anything, 'cause they were like basically everyone that walks in and out of here is on official business or is an official.
Right.
So they're like, so
It's
you
not
notice
supposed to
the one
be special. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, you notice the one on the left like chuckled a little bit when he said that, but other than that he hasn't said anything.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's like I'm part of a religious organization that while we do have a military standing force, I'm not a part of the Mostaran army by any stretch. So this is me trying to like liaise with them, and they're not.
Yeah.
So it seems like the firm opinion that this local law enforcement has is that I'm kind of just in their way.
No, not that you're in their way. They see your officiality. They just they're so used to bureaucracy that seeing someone be so unbelievably official is amusing to them.
Sure. I'll say
But it's not necessarily meant to be like disrespectful. It's just more like not,
okay.
I guess, nihilistic.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll wave aside the general polis thing as if it doesn't matter, and I'll say that I need to speak to uh someone about this bounty. All I need is a few moments of their time. I would be happy to set up a meeting if they're busy at this moment, but uh, I need to speak to someone.
They will look between each other for a moment, and holy shit. Okay.
I can
Um,
roll if you would like.
No, yeah, I was saying holy shit because I was doing DM thing. Um, but they like share a shrug as if it can't hurt, and the one who doesn't talk uh walks away for a moment and goes to find somebody for you to talk to, but it is very clear that you're still not being allowed into Ash.
That's fine. I will stand right here in front of this other guy and just look at him.
Hell yeah. As you should, really.
Mhm.
I need to organize my screen better. That's the part I was still getting. Okay, so a very older looking man appears with the guard who doesn't talk. Um, he's bald. He's wearing some kind of noble robes. Um, and he's also notably got like 3 piercings in his left ear that are very big and they're hoop-like.
Ooh.
Um, and he says, "You wish to speak about Logan?"
Yes. I understand that it is a matter not bandied about. We should go somewhere more discreet.
Yes, yes, come with me. And he will look to the guards, and they'll step to the side, and you all will um uh you all will be allowed in.
Oh yeah.
And as you walk in, let me give
I
you.
really thought they were only gonna let me in.
I really thought so too. I was like, how are the rest of us gonna get in?
Thank God.
I mean,
Yeah, we really thought that.
I assume that you are all y'all are standing together. So I assume they would get the hint that y'all are kind of a crew, and
These are my homies.
none of you
Inquisitorial
seem
party.
too threatening. Also, Sawyer, I assume you have some kind of credential that
I was
shows
actually
that you're with the
wondering.
military, so they probably will instinctively not even like
Yeah,
you'll
you're
be like, "I'm with
mustering.
the army," and they'll be
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, "Cool."
I,
Like
you're
I
they
was
wouldn't
with
gonna
know if
military
that.
ID.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm here. I was gonna step in if things didn't work out, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That worked out.
Nyko's wearing Sonic colors right now.
God damn it.
God.
Okay, yeah. So Ash Sprawl. As you can see, it's very beautiful. It's in stark contrast to, um, the previous district of
Honestly.
Dawngate. Um, there are large statues of what seem to be past long dead generals of all different races and genders. Uh almost like it almost becomes unbearable, the idolatry. And he leads you down a very long promenade, and then suddenly takes a left and walks in between 2 statues and stands there for a moment, runs his hand along the stonework between the statues, pushes one of the stones in, and the door in the brickwork becomes apparent as it splits open, and um,
I
he leads y'all in
can I roll an
to.
insight to try and memorize that sequence?
Yeah, sure.
Like which brick and where? Fuck! Nope, I
Wow,
blinked.
yeah, you fucked that up.
Wow.
Nyko will
Yeah.
also be paying attention to that just because that's just her nature as an infiltration specialist.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what does that say about me? Hold on.
Asloth blinked. Shit.
No, yeah, for that I mean you have an 8, so it's clear that you just like that was just a moment of your
Yeah.
brain fart.
I
Would
just
that
was
be
not paying
Would
attention.
that
I was
be insight
looking.
or perception? Could you use either?
Insight.
Okay.
Reading body language from behind and such.
Hmm. It's like 2 buttons.
Oh!
Oh my god,
Opposite
yeah, you have that
attract.
memorized now.
Yes,
Oh.
bitch. You got
Um,
like the specific wall down. You know the root.
Yeah, you even noticed that the hand searching was not like him looking around. It was a deliberate motion that was required in order to press the stone in.
Maybe what?
And as you walk in, you notice it's a very small room. It's not. It's clearly like
Thank you very
as
much for the
if
resub,
this
Lexus. How's it going?
district has
Perfect
not
fart
only has
timing
been
at
around
all
for so
times.
long that they have they've built it to house secrets of all different kinds, and there are often times when a war room is needed. So this room gives the impression that it is one of many. uh this just seems to be either the closest one, or with your insight, Nico, you know that this wasn't the closest one. This is one that he uses
Yeah, it's a regular.
quite
It's his
often.
room. It's his room.
He goes and sits down in the chair like he's sat down in it many times, and it's a very fine chair. I mean, the room is basically just bare bones, like what one would have in a war room, like papers, a few history books, probably like leftover tea. You suspect maybe he uses this to get some peace and quiet sometimes. Um, and he waits for everybody to enter, pushes the other stone in the wall that closes the door, um, and which you notice that motion seems to be a lot more generic, uh, and then addresses the group. So you wanted to know about Logan? Yeah. We oftentimes find it necessary to use our soldiers in tasks that have little to no information given. But he was an exception. He was meant to be the bodyguard for a courier of a very important artifact. This is an artifact that even I don't know the name or even the kind of. Just know it was very important. I don't know why I just got British for a second. Sorry. I love that.
The guard walked in. Oh fuck.
Ah, fuck! Oh my god, he's here to fuck
He
everything
emerged
up.
through the wall. Oh my god.
But he will then go on to kind of stress that because he was bodyguard, he had to be given enough information that makes him valuable, and everyone except him died, and the artifact went missing. So they suspect he stole the artifact.
And this artifact is real important.
Yes, I have no idea what's the importance of it. I really don't. I I have asked many people, and they will not tell me because they expect me to blather on to everybody about everything.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh yeah. I mean, he seems very genuine and almost frustrated by this. Like, this is an aspect of the bureaucracy of
Yeah.
of
Nobody
this
gets
place.
told shit. It's all compartmentalized.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is need to know, even the
Basic shit.
minutia that it's like frustrating.
Yeah. Um. Well, I mean, I could ask to talk to the guy who doesn't tell him shit as well. That seemed to work last time.
Keep working up the
Um,
tree.
just one by one, you gotta cut the red tape, you know.
Who the fuck's your boss? Who's your boss? Why
Who's
the
your
fuck?
boss? I'm going all the way to the top.
I'm going full Karen. Who the fuck is the
Speak to
real
your
CEO?
manager. Yeah, I want to speak to the board of directors right now. Um, you may not be able to tell us anything about the object, its purposes, but what about size? Is it easily hidden?
It's so big.
What did it require to transport, for example?
They required simply one courier and a body.
Oh, so only one person died. I thought, okay, I thought like a bunch of people died.
So maybe we
Small
should
enough.
have a little huddle.
Small enough to be concealed on a person. I'll glance over at Sawyer, like, what do we need to huddle about?
Is this our plan? Are we going after this guy?
I'm just gathering information at this point.
Okay, continue.
Small enough to be carried on indicates small enough to be carried on a person, most likely in a backpack of some kind or an additional parcel. What of Sunderen's background? Where did he come
He
from?
was a
Where did
simple
he grow up?
soldier.
What of his family? Have they been detained?
I don't believe he had any family at all. We tend to,
Friends
for
in the...
these kinds of assignments, pick people who won't be missed.
Where was he assigned? He must have known someone.
Well, he was originally assigned to the Southland, but he was moved on special assignment. He stops there. He looks like he was going to say something else, but he stops there.
What
Can
kind of
I?
special assignment?
There you
Sorry.
go. Hey.
DM?
What?
I said what kind of special assignment?
Do you want to roll insight or
Sure.
no persuasion?
Yeah.
Can I assist to grant advantage because I've been...
How exactly would you assist in that situation?
So I was opening my mouth to say essentially the same thing. And as Sawyer would say that, I would nod and gesture with approval and say, it seems that information might be vital. His previous posting could reveal information about what his thought process was when he disappeared. We may be able to glean information on where he went.
Okay, Andy, roll again.
Also, but an 18 is pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah,
Roll for a crit. Roll a
I'm
crit
just
now.
curious.
90,
Yeah.
20. Do it. Do
Let's
it.
just see. Let's
Do
just
it.
see.
Do it. Yeah.
The
Oh.
ultimate power.
So
Oh,
he
God.
would go on to inform you that the Mosteran army, like he is not he really doesn't have that much information on on any of the minutia of anything. He knows there is a project within the Mosteran army that is said to be the thing that will change the tide of history. But that's all he says. It seems very propagandist. Like, this is the spiel that you give somebody who you believe may be on your side,
Hmm.
but
Right.
doesn't have clearance for the deep.
The real plan.
Mm.
Can you at least give us a location?
I cannot give you a location.
Within the city?
Unfortunately, the after a particularly large spurn of assassinations, the whereabouts of most of the upper management, as it were, are kept very secret.
Even with military clearance?
What?
Even with military clearance?
I am sorry, but I don't believe you have a high enough clearance for that. This is a very special circumstance.
Gotcha. So are we gonna wander around and try to find everything?
I will suggest, if he's in the city, which I would hope he wouldn't come. I would hope he wouldn't come back to the city, but if he was, the safest place for anyone like him to hide would be in the chicken dock.
Has anyone looked there before?
Well, we tend to leave the chicken docks alone.
But if someone who's so highly wanted could possibly be in the chicken docks, why has nobody looked in the chicken docks?
We have our one patrol looking for him, but we do not tend to bother the chicken dock.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to
Hmm.
Aslov and I'm just gonna whisper, I'm sick of this guy.
I feel like there are more questions that I could ask, but I'm not smart enough. So I will say thank you for your time. If we need to call upon you again, may we reach out to you at this building? Do you have a staff that we could speak with?
Yeah. You can just walk up to the you can just walk up to the guards and ask, of course, show your badge, and ask for Ingon Sharondalon.
Oh
Wow.
Holy
my
Could
god.
you paste
I
that
need
in?
that
Yeah.
one. Oh my god.
Ingon Sharondalon is my new
Drag name.
hero. Yeah, please welcome to the stage Ingdon Sharondalon.
That is wow.
Just need to you change that last name a little bit and it is somebody's dancing it. Like Ing Dong Sharongadong is like Ding Along Dong. That's somebody's that fucking oh my god.
That's
God,
a dancer. That's a dancer handle.
What's his rank?
That's a
Does he have a
powerful
rank?
dancer.
Is he wearing a rank?
He's not wearing a rank.
So he's just military bureaucracy.
Yes.
Nah, that with a name like that, he doesn't fucking deal with paperwork. Somebody else deals for the form.
Too much writing. Too
He's
many
like
letters.
the paper pusher that pushes the paper to his assistant.
Well, one could say he's just a reader.
Hmm.
He files it away after he processes it, and somebody else takes care of actually stepping and filling out the forms.
Okay, not to like out myself, but this is not a personality trait. He has a deep knowledge of ancient secrets.
Cool.
That's that is not a personality trait.
That is a personality trait. That's it's called autism.
Wait.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh my
He's neuro-
god,
he-
you're
so he's-
right.
So he's
Oh.
he's neurodivergent. Does he wear a fedora and does he get pissed off and say things belong in a museum?
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh god, wait, no, we don't
No.
claim them. They have a different kind. It's a spectrum.
Indiana Jones stands are not welcome.
You better not.
You better stop. Okay,
Okay, so
we leave.
we leave. All right, y'all.
He doesn't have a rank.
He
He's
of
in the
course
military.
walks you out.
Okay, can he recommend us an inn?
Oh, can he recommend you an inn?
Yes.
Can he? Well, what kind of inn are you looking for? Like nice?
Something quiet, but
Quiet.
easily defendable.
Mostly quiet.
He knew. He fucked up.
Okay, well
Oh, no.
then he would probably quiet. Okay, so
Something
probably
with
not.
strippers.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I
strippers.
slap the horse in the flank.
Behind flank.
In the
And the
huge
horse cock?
That's in the
No,
dick.
like in that front bit where like the horse's neck would start.
Ah,
So like
yeah.
lower abs.
Got it. You
Okay,
punched
so
me
he
in
would
the
recommend
ass.
that you search for an inn in Fish Tower, called
I wrinkled my nose at the name Fish Tower.
I love the names.
You don't
Oh,
like
I
fish?
love the names as well. Aslov is not
Yeah.
into the smell
Yeah.
of fish.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seems about right for the course.
Okay. One moment.
One. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god,
Got
is,
him.
comedy is so funny, isn't
Yes.
it? Okay, he will recommend you a fucking inn called the Hare and Hydra in Fish Tower.
Ooh.
Nico Stanky.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
She's kidding.
I will thank him, and I almost said tip him, and tip my
Fedora.
I'm wearing a hat. I've decided I'm wearing a hat of some. No, I'm not. I don't wear a hat. I
Yeah,
touch my
Aslov doesn't wear
brow.
no fucking hat.
No, yeah, I touch my brow, as if in a very like sedate salute, and
So is your plan to go
search the
like,
docks,
towards the docks or
chicken
yeah,
docks. That was
chicken
that
docks
was
first?
yes, but
Okay.
we'll circle back around and go get some because it's still like midday, you know.
Oh yeah.
We've got
You
hella
know what
time.
that means? I can find art.
That's right.
Can you?
So, rude.
God damn.
I go. I'm there. There's no art.
Okay. No. Stop it.
Get some help.
What if I started hitting it?
Ooh.
Punch it. Twist it.
Twist.
Don't.
Hold
Ooh, you would literally like cry.
Do
What?
it. Fuck it.
Okay.
I wonder if anybody's made an adult version for that game.
I guarantee you they have.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
As you enter the chicken docks, you can see one of the canals splits down into it. I will draw real quick a little. It's like an implied line, but I'll make it clearer for you.
Line. Favorite kind of.
You know, one of those implied lines. You've heard of those.
I cross them all the time.
Nice, Josh.
Is that why Nate doesn't trust you with Coraline?
There's a lot more than that for that reason.
Okay, so this is where the end of this is where I imagine this image that y'all can see for the chicken dogs is? Y'all can see it, right? The handout?
I can see it now, but it did not pop up on my screen.
Yeah, it didn't pop up.
Oh, got it.
Did you hit show to all?
Here it is.
There.
There it is.
Hey.
Yes, so as you can see, many of the poorest fisher folk work here. It is a very, another very poor part of town. It's got a very, bad reputation. Like, Sawyer, you would probably know to be very cautious walking through this part of town.
Gotcha.
Especially, like, knowing that there's only one guard patrol, and they're looking for someone right now.
Hmm.
Sawyer, roll me a history.
Beep boop. History.
It's funny. It's funny you only have a 1 in history, but you always do good on the history rolls.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you know that, like, basically the deal with this area is that, like, the reason that it's so easy to hide here and why somebody might hide here even if they're being looked for here is that they've basically in the upper echelons where they discuss government, they've decided that this is the crime district. Like, instead of like cracking down on it everywhere, allowing it to fester here makes all the other areas a lot safer.
It's like,
of course, the places outside of city walls, which aren't really, they're like under jurisdiction, but they're not as cared about or protected in the slightest.
It's like that one city in the Bible that VeggieTales did a movie of.
Exactly. Yeah,
talking about?
exactly that.
Okay, where they slap each other with fish. Yeah.
You know what? Exactly that.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that information. Let's just say I did it.
Oh dear. Hopefully nobody slaps any of us with fish.
I mean, one can fucking hope. Just squad lightly, and we'll try to get in and out as we need to, and keep a low radar if you can. Probably no switching out in and out of forms or whatnot, if you catch my drift.
You better not switch in and out of forms.
Right.
So we travel in, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been wearing my shield, but I'll tighten the strap, and I'll put my hand on my hip where I keep my pistol.
I was gonna put one on my gun as well, actually.
I keep walking casually, but take in, like, if there are any decorations or things around.
I would like it noted that I have a passive perception of 18.
Okie doke.
Damn.
Keep people from sneaking up on me. Stay the fuck away.
Well, you'll notice that on this street there are 2 taverns. They seem to be on opposite ends of the opposite ends of the thing.
Yep.
The canal. There we go. Jesus. And that there's one called the Half-Full Flagon, the other the Wet Fish. They're both known for where fugitives tend to mill about. You can see the folk outside seem to be hard.
Oh, that was the end of the sentence.
Yes.
They're hard. Just
Yeah,
like
you
erect
know.
or
Hard.
Like tough?
like
tough.
from the movie Get Hard.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
tough, not like erect.
No,
Sexually charged.
not erect.
Got it.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I will look to Sawyer, who is next to me, and then to the two walking behind. Say preference and gesture with my free hand. Actually, I gesture with my shield hand. Who cares?
Actually, the wet fish is. I'm sorry, the wet fish is not a tavern. It is a shop.
Ah, what kind of shop is it? Does it sell fish?
Only wet ones.
Only the wettest fish you've ever seen. I'm sorry.
Sashimi.
It seems to sell uh like valuable antiques.
Okay. I'll say in the case of the shop, it appears much less busy than the bar. We should investigate there, but one of us should stay outside. I have the best eyes, but will you all be able to sufficiently question any witnesses without me?
I'm pretty used to questioning witnesses if you want me to stay out.
Very well. Keep an eye on the bar, make sure he doesn't come out while we're in here, and keep a general eye on the passersby.
Heard that.
And I'll look to Nico and Corlin. I tilt my head towards the door, and I heel turn, push, and walk towards the wet fish.
Yeah, the wet fish.
The soaking fish.
A soaking
Oh,
wet fish.
The
fish is so
sopping.
fucking wet. God,
Covered in
Hydroplaning
baby
fish.
oil and trying to get out of its apartment.
What the
it's
Just
so
slipping. It's just
so
so
slippery. There's a dead body in the bathroom.
Oh,
Everything's
man.
going crazy.
Kidneys are
no,
missing.
And your secret boyfriend is at the door.
What the f?
Oh God. And you're from an alternate dimension, by the
And
way.
you're from an alternate dimension.
You're actually a copy of
Hey,
someone from an
hey.
alternate dimension.
Hey Josh, the TV show Fringe is amazing and it's right up your alley. You should definitely watch it.
Oh, absolutely. I second that. completely.
It's amazing. It's so fantastic. No one gets covered in baby oil in the show.
Much
That's
to my chagrin.
much to anyway, we're derailing the thing. We go
Oh,
in.
no.
The little bell
Oh
rings.
no! When your boyfriend forgets your pronouns.
I thought
Holy
you won't
shit.
go by all pronouns.
No, yeah, I know. I was making a joke because that's the part you stumbled on.
I stumbled because I caught myself. I realized I was really derailing the game, and I've been doing that a lot tonight.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Nate, I think you're doing a great fucking job, bud.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, run that by me again. What y'all are doing? Sorry.
Sawyer, stay outside. Keep eye on people and the bar in case what's his face sneaks around while we're questioning people in the store. And we're all gonna go to the bar.
Okay, you're gonna go to the bar.
No, we're gonna go question the guy at the wet fish first.
Okay.
Sawyer's gonna stay outside and keep an eye on like if anybody runs out of the bar or where we're questioning, Sawyer will either see or be able to stop them.
Got it.
And if the suspect shows up or anything else interesting happens while we're in the store, we have somebody who has good eyes out there. And the long gun. Sawyer's got that fucking musket.
Big old gun for a big old boy.
Hell yeah.
The long gun is the best gun.
Yep. Size
cough.
does matter.
How many slime titty girls are inside the shop when we
God.
enter the wet fish?
Oh God, don't you wish? Don't you fucking wish?
Just trip and fall over into a group of them.
It's your game, baby.
So there are no goo girls standing inside,
Fuck!
unfortunately.
The only way that Aslov is ever gonna have sex. I mean, what?
I have to introduce a goo girl for Aslov to exhibit
To
sexual
break his
desire.
vows?
I'm sorry, Aslov is only attracted to goo girls.
Also, wait,
He knows
I
what he
thought-
wants. He knows what he's about.
Aslov wasn't I thought it wasn't chastity. He just hasn't had sex yet.
I know. I'm making jokes.
He's just
It-
Google sexual, and he's
Goo
waiting.
girls are yeah, Goo girls aren't happening, so I can make that joke and say that he would have sex if Goo girls
Hey,
existed.
who said goo girls aren't happening?
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Anyways,
Shit. Fuck.
so
Piss.
you come up to the wet fish. It's
It's wet.
yeah, it's so wet. It's just a single story building kind of squished in between two much taller, more rickety looking buildings. It's made of stone, which explains why the other two seem to be kind of hanging over it. Like it won't be moved by the rickety wood surrounding it. Um and the like front of it seems to be like covered in like what looks to be scorch marks, and then there are like cuts in the wood or in the like rock, like chips off of it and things like that. Do you walk in, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, you walk in. It's um actually very well maintained for the surrounding area. It's the walkways are clean. There is it's a square room with a counter at the back. Um when you look in the back, you can see there's a door with like a curtain behind it, maybe leads to like a basement or something. Um or a back storage room. Uh, and then the walls and sides of the room are lined with shelves and um, tables with various antiques. What seem to be some like magical items, items of value,
Hmm.
um, and you're probably like struck with the fact that there doesn't seem to be any active security.
Hmm.
Like there are a lot of valuable items in here,
Hmm.
and it's shocking that she doesn't seem to have some kind of bodyguard. The person behind the counter is a very old female dwarf, who smiles very sweetly as you walk in. Hello, welcome to the web fish.
Can I give a quick glance around? Are there any other patrons in here?
No, the shop is empty.
Excellent. Hello. Uh, are you the proprietor or the owner?
Yes, I am the proprietor.
And do you, how long have you owned this, wonderful establishment?
Oh, I've been here for quite a long time.
You'd
I
say
would
you're
say
very familiar
30
with the area.
years now.
Hmm. You live here? This is your home as well?
Yes. Why are you so interested in me? You haven't looked at anything.
I will say I looked at that and point at a random magical object.
Do you want to roll
Yes.
performance?
Yes.
A magical nose
Absolutely.
hair trimmer.
I'll roll performance or deception the same. But if I can't be
yeah,
if it can't be persuasion,
do performance.
it's better than average.
Let me see.
I'm not a liar. I don't do it.
She will cock an eyebrow and go, "Okay, what is it you want?"
I'm looking for information. Clearly.
Obviously.
I'll put my badge and then the wanted poster on the counter. Information on this man. I'm with the Inquisition. Heron Galen. I'm not with the military, and you are in no danger from me.
Um. Okay. She will. She'll look over the wanted poster. She's clearly seen it before. And she'll go, "Well, I haven't seen him, if that's what you're asking."
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Ooh, 9 plus 8, 17.
Um. Uh.
I'm very insightful.
One moment.
Mm.
Let me do a little thing.
My enforcers here points at Corlin. They're gonna bust up your shop if you don't tell me what I want to know.
Do you really do that? I
No,
assume not.
absolutely not.
Okay,
No,
good.
no.
Very good.
I am
But,
so lawful. My alignment is lawful. Please, God.
uh,
Follow Harry Gala, the good deity of death. Please no.
so she,
Watch this.
she, um, like her eyebrow, twitches a little bit, but other than that, you seem pretty convinced that she's not seen him.
Alright. I'll say, if not seen, certainly you've heard something. 30 years. Very well connected. I'm sure you've at least seen this man before in your life. Heard his name. Before the
Well,
wanted posters.
from
Or
what I've
perhaps he
heard,
came
he
to you
wasn't
after.
really a local. I heard he was from the Southland. Oh.
And who did you hear that from?
You know, the rumor mill that chugs along.
Your mom,
And
yeah?
And if I were to get...
I'm sorry, I couldn't fucking resist.
You totally made me break. um, fucking, I'd love to speak with this rumor mill.
What?
I'd love to speak with this rumor mill. And I'll take
She kind
the
of rolls
stuff
her
off the
eyes at
counter.
this. Rolls her eyes at this and looks over to Coralyn. And goes, "See anything you like, dear?"
Quite a lot, actually. Es- especially for a lot of actions that you carry here. It definitely interests me. I deny I'm a bit strapped for money, but I am very good with various materials, wood, silver. I was wondering if you would be interested in such things, and then obviously working in tandem, kind of maybe in time once I save enough. Some of your wares?
Yes, I think I understand what you're saying, honey. Then she'll look back to Aslov real quick, and she'll go, "Honey, I don't have any more information about this man, and I don't think anybody else does either. And if they did, I can't imagine that they would tell you."
Oof.
And then I would ask one final question.
Not your life.
No, God. What did a southerner do to earn such loyalty in the city? I truly
He's
mean
not
him no harm. I
getting
wish to
any
speak with him.
loyalty. He's just not getting caught.
I'll incline my head and
Roll insight.
yeah. Fuck! Can I like
Yeah.
I don't like. Do we have?
You
We
have
don't
a you have once per session.
Oh, we do once per session. Okay, yes, I'm doing it.
This
God,
happens
please.
every game.
Fuck! Piss in my ass!
I will give him my once per.
Oh. Ah! Oh my god!
There
Thank
you
Oh
go,
my god,
friend.
okay, at this moment you hear a clatter from down in the basement behind her. And you hear a gravelly, tired sounding voice. He sounds male, a little older. He shouts, what's her name again? Asnar! I think I drank too much. And then she will, at this, like, put her head in her hand and sigh very deeply.
Seems about right.
And then just kind of look to Aslov in shame and go, was there anything that interested you?
Oh boy.
Would love to see your back room.
Yes, I imagine you would.
I will. What's the shape of this counter?
There's like a little side part that you can just kind of walk around. It's like it's set up to be very easy to walk around. And
I'll look over at Nyko and start making my way around.
28, she would just kind of go like, you can go talk to him. He's in the back. Please don't tell anybody that I did this. She looks down.
I believe we'll need to have another conversation when I'm done speaking with the concerned party. Nyko, would you inform Sawyer that he should come inside?
Dies immediately.
Nyko? Buddy? Flinks?
I think
Uh-oh.
you fell asleep.
Uh-oh.
Flinksy!
Jinxie Jinxie.
I can assume that Flinks told me if y'all want, and then we can see if he wakes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a plan. Yeah, Sawyer clops in.
Okay.
And she lets you into her back room, which you find is actually just the like thoroughfare to a cellar that is in the back.
Mm-hmm. With a 28, I don't sense any like she's gonna try and like trap us down here.
No,
She's
she's
kind of
honestly a
defeated.
little embarrassed.
Yeah.
She's worried also because he's drunk that he might say too much.
Mm-hmm.
And Sawyer, as you walk behind the counter and follow them down into the cellar, you notice that behind the counter there's really nothing except for like change for transactions, and what you know to be a very, very powerful magical rifle.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It is like it is like basically like a steampunk beefcake hunting rifle. Like
So can
that's
I
the
roll?
aesthetic of it.
Can I roll stealth and try to stay behind and take it?
Oh god. Oh no. Oh dear.
I mean you can, but you are a horse. So and because you're doing it right in front of her, I would make you roll a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it right in front of her. In my mind, I had caught up, and so they're already on their way out, and so I am.
Oh
falling
no, she's
behind.
staying in the shop. She's still
Yeah.
there. She's letting
Okay,
y'all
well then
pass
I'm not gonna
behind her.
try to take the fucking gun.
Thank God. You eyeball it. We can talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
I have another conversation scheduled with her. We'll work something in.
I want to.
You imagine that
Fuck,
this is
son.
probably the reason why there's no security. That's how powerful this like
He'll
rifle that
fucking
he's seen
shoot
is.
you from down the street through the window.
Grandma's packing heat. Don't fuck with her.
It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, yeah, it's not that it.
She's so fucking cute. Oh shit, she's packing heat.
Yeah, I mean, it just deals 68 necrotic. It's no big deal.
Jesus Christ.
I want it so bad.
Anyways, and you descend into what seems to be a cellar that it houses kind of its own underground. I mean, it's the basement built under, but it's more sectioned off into rooms. She clearly has like a living room set up where she cooks. Also, there's like a sheet, and behind it there is a bed, and then there is a separate section for like miscellaneous storage, and you can kind of tell that like her work is her life, so it's kind of everywhere.
Okay.
And also you come across the man you've been looking for, Logan Sundarin.
Oh,
What's he
And
doing?
this, really quick, is a good place for us to have like a 10-minute break because I have to
Oh.
pee.
Okay.
Get your drinks,
Cool.
get your food.
Yeah, get drinks, roll up, pee.
jack
back
off
in
real
10.
quick. Yeah, and then come back.
Jack off in 10 minutes.
Watch me.
Hey, some of us. Anyways, see you soon.
If they're both gone, oh, Dan and Josh gone. Went there. It goes. Never mind.
Hello. The bell ringing is really nice to get into the vibe.
Did we still lose flanks?
I'm still here. I'm sorry, I dozed off.
Oh, it's okay.
It's been a long day.
No, it's all good.
What did you need me to do?
Oh, nothing. It's just we're off break now, so I'm waiting for.
Oh, I timed falling asleep in my chair at the perfect time then, didn't I?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh my god. So have y'all heard of Maxwell Frost?
No, I have not actually.
Baby, I told you about him earlier, but
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, yeah. Sorry, he's
Well, he's the
obscure. I
first-
forgot.
no, you're good. He's the first Gen Z member of Congress. He just won last night, and he was my SGA president in high school.
Nice.
And he went to the 1975 tonight, and Matt Healy gave him a shout out and dedicated a song to him.
Nice.
That's so fucking cool. And also, fucking Joe Biden was like, shout out to Maxwell Frost last night. I just think this is all so cool.
I'm kind of, I mean, I was kind of depressed that despite passing that talking to people and voting for Val Demings and Christina in Florida, fucking Rubio and DeSantis are still in control here.
I know.
But
Sadly, though, Maxwell Frost is Congress in Florida now.
I
So
am returned.
hopefully
Well,
yeah,
they're very excited. Hopefully, he'll like bring some change or whatever.
yeah, but
Sorry.
the
Oh,
nice
Flix is
thing
alive.
yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep. It's
we
nice
know you
that
fell
I fell-
asleep.
Yeah, I dozed in my chair and I was like, I'm sorry. But I mean,
It's fine.
the big red wave that they were all like, it's gonna be really, we're gonna take the midterms. Like, nah, it turned into like a little red trickle.
Yeah,
And,
thank God.
I think that's because like the Gen Z came out and voted, and they're like, no,
Fucking
fuck you, Republicans.
Exactly.
It's good.
Hope
And
so.
I hope they keep doing that and they just take those guys and just kick their shit in.
I got chili cheese.
Yeah, it's been very surreal to be like, wow, my SGA president from high school is in fucking Congress now.
That's pretty
I
cool.
like it. I like it. I hope more shit like that happens. And
But
that-
he's a great guy. I hope he's president one day, honestly.
I'll suck his dick.
Yeah, I would too. He's sexy.
So
Jesus,
did you get?
Nate.
I think if
Nate-
you're the president, you should be allowed to to have your dick sucked under the white, the table in the Oval Office as much as you
I
want.
Wait,
think that's what
aren't you-
Trump wanted. That's what Trump
Aren't
wanted.
you, given the history of presidents, isn't that permitted?
Yes,
Yeah,
no, it's actually
JFK.
apparently allowed.
Well, they'll get mad about it though.
Well, yeah, but only at the woman.
It's frowned upon.
The other day on The Bachelor, the guy took the girl up onto the roof and he was like, JFK used to take Marilyn Monroe up here. And I was like, holy
and
shit.
pay her to have sex with her.
I know, I was like, holy shit.
That reminds me, this person on the Bachelor said the most like out of touch thing I've ever heard in my life. She said, I'm on a date with him and I'm kissing him and I'm thinking, like, all I can think in my head is like, you can't afford to work out at the Equinox. Like, I have a personal trainer, Shanae. And
I hate
that
people.
it was truly like the girl talking to her was like made a face for a moment and then was like, oh, I totally get it. Like,
And then three
Disgusting.
times in a row, she goes, my sister in Christ, I am 33 years old. And
The
it was
editing,
so
the editing
fun.
was pretty remarkable.
We're back.
All right. So we go
Um,
downstairs. We talk to this
Yes,
fucking
go
guy.
downstairs to talk to Logan, who seems to be a bit intoxicated. Not a bit, a lot.
Is he drunk on the floor?
No, he's not on the floor. He's back in the bed. You can hear him kind of moaning behind the curtain. You can smell that he's used a bucket to vomit in.
Oh, good.
I hate this line of work.
Yeah,
Say
I'll
that
say-
casually to Asla.
I'll say, if you find your stomach turning, why not fetch some water while we get started?
I go fetch 2 buckets.
Get some water, woman.
You don't want to come and interrogate? You can help prep for the interrogation.
Prep for it, and I'm gonna go get 2 fucking buckets from the goddamn.
Yeah. I'm over in the. I assume you go towards like the little storage area and probably find a couple of buckets.
I'm getting some fucking water.
She has like a few like tankards, or not tankards, but like
Barrels.
barrels of water, fresh water.
Okay. I will head to the back. Is the door open or is it closed?
It's a sheet, so you just would have to like push it aside.
Okay. I don't like tear it aside, but I do like move it dramatically so the rings clack.
Yeah. And you open to find a very it's one double bed, with one side seems to have like a few, like, I guess you could say, feminine items, like maybe like a perfume and like a few tonics, and then on the other side is the bottle on the separate nightstands. You get the impression that he's been boarding here for a minute.
Excellent. I will sweep the curtain to the side and I will say, Logan Sunderland, stay where you are. I'm with the Inquisition.
The Inquisition, like the Spanish one.
Holy shit. I'm gonna
Is that-
trot up along
Do I-
behind and say, no, bud.
You were accused of theft and murder. How do you plead?
I'm not guilty. Why do you think I'm running?
I have a question. Does magical healing cure drunkenness?
I don't believe so.
Essentially, do you consider drunk the poisoned condition?
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Mm-mm.
I
Okay.
can not unless you enter initiative. Like
I essentially I have an ability called Healing Hands, and I was gonna use it to like make him throw up and heal him a little bit so that he would not be drunk. But if that's not gonna work, then I'm not gonna do that.
no, that would not work.
Okay.
Lay on hands and vomits profusely, like, oh.
Yeah, literally like touches him and makes like, very classic like Jesus like level like cleric shit, like I have come into your temples and I have turned your wine into vinegar and fucking destroyed your shit, and I have taken your drunkenness and made you sober.
Thanks for the vinegar. We need to make.
Jesus.
So,
I will say, I charge you to be truthful, and I reach up and I'll grab my sword and it flares with light, and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I
Do
love
not
Zone of Truth.
do not resist. And the room fills with magical light that seems to emanate from me. It's the same color as my eyes.
One moment. Let me do a quick little thingy.
Very happen.
Okay,
Very
so
Happening.
he fails the save, and he cannot speak a lie.
Excellent.
He still remains drunk, but
Okay.
he will for the
Repeat your
sake of the
statement.
zone of truth, he will answer your questions in a drunk way that is truthful.
Okay, I will say repeat that statement.
I didn't do anything.
What happened? You were attacked?
I was sent to, and he burps a little. I was sent to, help at this place up in, by, Clinky Forest, the mountain over there. There's like a cave way back there. It's a real spooky looking cave.
And do I have a map handy?
I could like show you the map real quick.
Well, no, I mean like in character. Do I have a map? Is that a part of the? Were we
No,
given a
but
map
you
at any
remember
point in this
that
game?
that forest is outside of Agripedes, and that is where
Oh.
you found a cave, a couple
Oh,
caves.
is that north of? Would that be considered north?
Oh no, that's south.
Oh. I thought he said north. My apologies.
Oh well, he said that they brought me up because he was originally
Oh.
stationed in the
Because
south.
he was all the way down. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And he'll say, and they didn't tell me much, just that I had to get this one guy. God, what was his name? I think it was something like Algonia or something, and and he had to carry some magical object of some sort. I was never allowed to see it. It was always kept in a little pouch, but it made a like twinkling noise. And I remember one day I was particularly on the bottle, and I remember we were raided, and I can't remember much, but all I remember was when I got the chance, I got the fuck out of there and ran to the place that I knew I could hide the easiest.
Where were you? Where was your original destination?
Here,
And why would here be the best place for you to hide?
I've
Seems like your
got
story is known.
a special connection with Asnar, and she's got her special connections, and and you know
How do we spell Asnar's name, just so I can?
Aznar.
Okay. Can you describe Algonia? Who were they? What were they like? What was their rank? What did they do?
He was another kind of nobody like me, and he
Human?
was given he was given he was given this by another courier. Seemed to be very I don't know, you know how they like separate everything, so you can't talk to anybody or learn anything or need to know. All he knew is he was given this for safekeeping. And all I knew was eventually I was supposed to get him to Seafane when we got the message. But the message never came.
What happened to Algonia in the ambush?
He was killed. Everyone
What?
except for me was killed.
Everyone. Who were you with? I thought the only two of you were traveling.
Well, there were other people there doing some kind of experiments or something. They wouldn't let us see anything. Only the living quarters.
So you traveled from these caves to another location where these experiments were done, and that's where you were attacked?
No, I traveled from where I was stationed in the south to this cave where Algonia was already
Oh.
stationed.
Oh, so less courier and more guardian.
Well, he didn't know he was going to be a courier yet.
Did they take it? Did they bring it somewhere, or was it just there?
No, so he was given this as a guardian by another person
Right.
moving it from another place.
Right,
So,
but he wasn't.
from-
But they weren't moving it when it was when they were attacked. It was
No,
just there
no,
at
he
this
was just
cave
there
that
because they hadn't
they
yet
both went
received
to.
the message to move where it was supposed to go.
But it was in Algonia's possession.
Yeah, so it's like you could imply then that like so the previous courier was a guardian until he was informed and then was supplied a bodyguard, and those two were then dispatched and or sent back to do other things, and the cycle continues to get it from where it was to where it is now.
Okay. And their leg of the baton race was going to be from this cave to Sifane when they got the go-ahead. But instead of the
Yes.
go-ahead, they got ambushed.
Yeah, they never received the go ahead. They were waiting
Right.
for it from their perspective.
I need to know anything you could tell me about the assailants. Any kind of weaponry they used, any type of armament, any sigils or colors, tactics, anything. Said you
Has
escaped.
Coralin brought the water over yet?
Yes, so in that matter of fact.
Like, would he have been maybe sipping on it and like sobering up a bit? Oh my god. Okay, whoa. So this wakes him up immediately. He like starts up and he looks around and he squints and he looks at all three of you and you see this wave of realization on his face. It was you.
What?
It was you.
What was us?
You were the ones. You were the ones that came in. You were the ones that killed everyone. And Aslov, you're wearing the amulet of Yatsu, right?
Not openly.
Not openly?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't that place full of they were only undead?
No, there were cultists too. Remember you did a whole thing?
Oh,
And
place.
one of the cultists, or one of the people dressed up as the cultist, ran away.
Yeah. But you all saved. No one has to tell the truth.
How do you feel, Aslov?
Upset.
2 crits too. So what is your reaction to this reveal?
Who are you
I'll-
asking?
I blink and like my eyes kind of focus on his face. And I scowl.
That's it?
I mean, I was trying not to dominate to give everybody else a chance to also.
No,
Go.
I mean, like, Cortland's just looking confused and like, what? You were there?
Your experiments dealt with undead.
I was just dressed up like them. Why do you think I ran? They just, I was part of the. It's very secretive. I had to look like everybody else. As you can obviously have told from the way that you massacred everyone and tore through the place, I bet you could, tell that there's some shit going on.
Yes. Also, why were you trying to look like them?
It was, it was just orders I was following.
So somebody knew about this location.
Well, of course, the people that told us to go there. The military sent us there. Me and Algonia were soldiers, but the other guys were something else. Something scary.
They are no more.
Yeah, he, I don't know what
Do you have any other questions?
I would remark, what will you do now?
Well, I guess I just wanna get out of here. I wanna get out of this. I can see now that, they never had my back. There were benefits, but it wasn't worth it.
Where were you supposed to bring this object?
I was told we were supposed to meet at a quote unquote clandestine location. The 57th dock at the end of the pier. And I was supposed to meet
Everyone is
Andrew
saved.
Polis,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was, a big deal for me, because, like, also, Flinks, just so you know, everybody passed the save, so you're not under the influence. You don't have
Well,
to.
yeah. Well, the person that casts it knows that you said that you can
Yeah.
that you're capable of lying, but you're
Yeah.
also aware that they cast it.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like hanging in the air.
Yeah, so you can actually use that and say, say that that they cast that, and you could say telling the truth, or
Oh,
try to
got it.
verify.
I see what you mean. But yeah, and he'll be like, I was just told to bring the courier, exchange the piece, and be on my way.
Exchange? For what?
Well, I'm sorry, not exchange. Give it. And I mean, I assumed they would maybe give me some kind of commendation or something. I don't know.
You would likely have been killed.
You're probably right.
Now, it goes without saying, I'll take a little bit of a step closer to the end of the bed and loom just a little bit. You never saw us. No one came to the store. No one questioned you. You have no
course.
knowledge of us.
He'll hold his hands up immediately and be like, of course. I won't say anything.
I found you once on accident. Do not make me look for you.
Fair enough.
And I'll roll intimidation if I have to, but
No, I don't think you do. I think you're good.
okay. I'll look towards the other person that I know is good at questioning. Or I guess the other person who has context, which is Sawyer, because he's part of this military that I just said would have killed one of its own soldiers for doing a clandestine mission. So, I clearly don't have the highest opinion of your organization.
Hmm.
And
And I'm
that's
curious.
fair. Neither do I all the time.
Well, this is me talking out of character. I'm
we're
curious.
fine.
As Aslov looks over at Sawyer's reaction.
And I'm just gonna look a little embarrassed. But only slightly.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Me?
Yeah.
I said I'm gonna look a little embarrassed, but only slightly.
Got it. Okay.
I'll look to Nico and then Coralyn. Questions?
Just
We're probably getting close to 10 minutes.
nervous that apparently the military is one's responsible, and we don't exactly now have the greatest, people at our back who know what we're looking for.
Nico smirks and then goes to a kind of a neutral face, and I was like, part of the course.
So do y'all want to, because I assume it's getting at least sunset-ish by now.
Oh, okay. It's a longer walk than it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Would y'all want to go find your room, or
Aslov, firstly, I wanted to talk to the shopkeep again, because we wanted to talk about the Sawyer's gun, but I did actually want to look at her magical objects and see what her rumor mill might be able to tell us now that she's a little bit more open.
Mm-hmm.
okay?
But as we're coming up the steps, I would remark to the party that I would very much like to see this dock before we find our rooms, if nothing more.
I mean, sure.
I agree.
Not sure what we're going to glean from work, but
I go where she goes.
I'm down to look.
A lay of the land may be beneficial.
It's good to be
That's-
aware of where we are.
That's always good. Plus, it might be a good egress point.
Ooh,
damn.
+1 chainmail. Ooh. What
Boots
kind
of
of armor am I
dancing.
wearing? Oh, I'm wearing a +2 hair. Oh god, so much of this is so expensive. What can I even afford?
Melody of prices.
Nothing actually.
No, yeah, this is a very luxurious. She sells only the highest of merchandise, but she is willing to barter.
Can I put a down payment down on that +1 plate mail? I would, yeah, so we would trot back upstairs, and I would say, it seems that we were able to come to a compromise. I have no intention of turning in your friend. Raise a slight eyebrow.
She blushes at this.
I was hoping we could come to some sort of arrangement.
I won't. Wait. I won't say anything if you don't.
Is there anything more that you could tell me about the people that are looking for
Well, I
Logan?
did hear a rumor that every day around 4 o'clock p.m. I've heard that people have noticed General Andrew Polis walking down the piers in Middle Dock.
Hmm.
That's where I assume the end of the dock would be.
Mm-hmm.
What's his item?
Is this, and how reputable is this specific rumor monger?
I've heard it from various sources with various reliabilities. But one of particular note was a man whom I know quite well and know that he does frequent the middle docks often to peruse well, the red light district.
I'll nod. My appreciation. You do have quite excellent stock here.
Thank you. I take pride in my merchandise.
Glances at Sawyer and Coralyn, who I know looked at stuff in the shop, and then back at her. I confess I do find myself interested in your armor sets, but they are quite a bit outside of my current range.
Yeah, I can't afford anything.
Have you ever done any work for? Is there anything that you require assistance with while we are in the city, performing our inquisition?
Well, that's a very good question. Um,
How many people do you need killed?
What
I'll
the
send
fuck?
Coralyn.
What?
she does tell you of a particularly expensive artifact that's known, or not known, but rumored to be located in a ruins north of here along the coast. If you want, I can like write that down in the chat or something.
I would love if we could get a quest like log handout
Yeah, sure, I can do
so
that.
that we can add stuff to it. Because I see that Agripedes now has a jobs posting. So I'd like to do
Okay.
that, and if we could get some magic items in exchange for that, that would sexy.
Yeah, I bet she would definitely be willing to. So it's she implies that it's extremely valuable and hard to acquire.
I'm very curious about the potion. It smells like garlic and is luminous. This fucking potion of gnome control.
Okay, I made a quest log.
Heyo.
Where is that?
Top of the
Yeah, it should be at the
journal.
top there of the journal.
Ah, I see it. Thank
What
you.
would you be willing to exchange? this artifact?
Well, I would allow each of you to have an item in exchange.
I'm down. Sawyer is horny for these items.
I believe we have an accord. If I am ever in need of information, hopefully we can speak again.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Thank
And
you.
if necessary, I am willing to pay down payment for you to keep that set of armor until we are able to return with your amulet. Or your artifact, it doesn't say amulet.
She'll
Hey.
cock an eyebrow at this and leverage what she knows about you now and also what she knows you could tell about her. She'll just, grab that piece of armor and kind of put it under the shelf behind the counter.
It fucking picks up the whole armor stand.
Don't fuck with grandma.
She presses a button, it shrinks to like hand size, and she like picks it up and carries it over. Puts it
Yeah,
on
she
a
she
shelf.
shuffles that armor stand. It's like
No problem.
70 pounds. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Spins it around like a basketball.
If anybody else would like her to hold items, she
She's
will
got
do that.
Wonka vision.
I'm good.
Seems like a tall request. Is there something we can work out? Obviously, to Aslow's maybe a statement, but I guess more of a favorable business perspective. I could make commissions that you might need for your shop, or stands, things that make things prettier. Or
She is such a business bitch, and I love her.
She's girl bossing. She's got a lot of business education.
Her BA is popping out.
But she'll like inquire about what you sell.
Well, I do specialize in various amounts of pottery, but I do silverwork, stonework, some woodwork. I could even work with copper and iron if there's something more modest. Even if you have friends or something that needs to be such a thing, various styles. I do take artistic commissions for certain things.
Well, I will tell you what, honey. If you bring me back something particularly beautiful that I can sell, I will consider your business plan, and I will consider the ring as a down payment on your follow-through.
Lovely.
Hi.
I'll do my best to dazzle you.
What was that?
I will do my best to dazzle you.
I hope you will. And then she'll look to the rest of the group, kind of like, anything else?
Sawyer just kind of nods his hat, like, he's good.
Alright, so where's y'all's next destination?
Assumedly the dock.
Yeah, pass
Yeah.
by, if nothing else, on our way. Take the scenic
About-
route.
Yeah, there is a side route through there that'll get you to the middle docks, and that's actually right where the lower piers are of middle docks.
Oh yeah.
Great. So we can just, see it in the fading daylight before it's dark, and then...
Yeah, you can see there's just an insane line of docks And the docks seem to house anywhere from like high class cargo, like things that look to be like specialty items guarded heavily, to like what look to be hobby boats, like sailboats and things. Um, and the you notice that most of it is pretty, I guess, upper class, and there seems to be also a heavy inflow of um, stock that is, I guess, like the kind of stock you would see resorts receive, like food, supplies, things like that, like toiletries, that kind of thing. Um, so you can tell that this area, Middle Docks, is very it's tourist heavy.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
So then you anything of note that you'd like to pursue at the piers, or then go
I-
to the inn?
I would like to note the positions of guards and patrols in this area.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You'd notice if you like walk down the pier, you would probably pass like in the span of time that you walk down the pier, which I would say takes about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, you've passed like 2 patrols
So not like
of a what seems to be like a knight flanked by 2 lower guards, and then one much smaller looking person behind, seems to be dressed more in like sorcerer garb, perhaps like like you're their I guess their meta is like tank, 2 damage, and then a healer.
okay. Do I notice a specific religious organization associated with the priests or
Um,
casters?
you notice with
Somebody that would be sorry
your passive perception of everything.
of suck it.
Passive perception of suck it. Let me find thing really quick. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
8. I'm gonna say.
you find that most of them, if any of them are wearing any religious iconography, it's to the god Listal,
Hmm.
They stall.
goddess
What's
of
their domain?
combat and diplomacy.
Oh.
Fuck that. She holds no. She's pale and pale in comparison to Calimbor. Yeah.
I also wanted to no, not the best time.
Do it.
What?
Do it.
Should the should I are we still happy with Hair and Gala as the Calimbor stand-in, or would and the Lifthices be better?
Um. n- uh. It. No, because this is lore I haven't given you yet, but
Oh,
it
sorry.
is not. Um. It's kind of taboo to worship Antholophis.
Got you. Okay.
It. She or they are a god. That does not require. Heraldry.
Got you.
You could think of them as the leader of the major arcana pantheon.
Oh, okay. All right. So hair plowing and sowing, but also like the natural turning of the world, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm role playing correctly. Sorry, me talking gods again.
No, you
No,
good.
you're
It's
fine.
important, dude.
I mean, if you wanted, you could maybe like I would say maybe Flowerenthine. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Could be good, like construction and destruction, like that.
Especially because we built the temple and
Yeah, like
even give and take.
yeah,
Very lawful.
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna. And you all watch as my heraldry train changes again.
My God.
That seems like a better fit to me.
I like it.
Okay. So y'all head to the inn you were told of.
Yes, the
Yeah.
something Hydra.
The
Aaron
Hair
Hydra.
Hydra.
Mm.
It's located in in Fish Tower. Which let me give you the handout for Fish Tower.
Ooh, Fish Tower.
Um, as you can kind of feel when you enter, this is the more upscale section of that is not like nobility. These are rich merchants, people who run fishing companies, things like that. There's a small hostel. There's of course a fish market. There's an herbalist. There are a few taverns, including the Hare and Hydra, which you're going to. You can also see on the walls and like along the, especially outside like fishing markets or things like that. You can see notes about joining the Fishermen's Union. Some of them are defaced, but most of them stand intact. And you can see that some of the fishing um, huts, or like the I guess what you call them is fishmongers. Yes, some of the fishmongers have crests on the outside of their shops that denote union, like what's the word when you're a part of something?
Affiliation.
Membership, affiliation. Yes.
Mhm.
And you walk upon the Hare and Hydra. It's a very large building, stone walls with a black tile roof, and a large cellar. The accommodations are several large rooms with beds and feather mattresses, and there is also a large bathhouse in the basement.
Very comfy.
Nick, is this? Are there docks in this section?
Oh, there are not docks in this
Oh.
section. I mean, there's a canal system which allows transport.
But it's more like they would load like stuff and then ship it to the docks
Yeah.
where the boats are stored. Gotcha.
They would also run like admin operations here.
Gotcha. Business focused. All right. What's this bar like when we get to it, or inn? I guess we asked for the quiet one, right?
Well, yes, it is. It is particularly quiet. It looks like most of the people in there are drinking alone, or perhaps are patrons of the bar enjoying food. You see behind the bar there is a stout male halfling named something you don't know yet. There's a large sword on the mantle behind him that hangs very proudly among the liquor. There's a few patrons sit around. A male human cleric and a male elf sit with each other at a table. Over in the corner, there is what seems to be a female dwarf. And then there is at the bar a female halfling and a human man. So all in all, I think what did I list? 5 people. The ambiance is not like isolating, just like everybody's kind of minding their own business.
Yeah. I'll get us rooms.
Thanks.
Walk over. Do. Excuse me.
Yes, hello. How can I help you?
Wow, I like your voice. Sorry.
Hmm.
I need 4 rooms.
4 rooms.
Single
Okay,
beds.
so do you want 4 single rooms or
Yes.
do you want to share?
4 single rooms.
4 single rooms. Okay, let me tally that up for you. That'll be in total that'll be 5 gold.
I'm so glad it's not divisible easily by 4.
I mean, base 10 system. 2
Sure,
gold,
yeah.
2 gold, or what? Fucking, yeah,
2.25 or something.
250 each. 2 gold, 5 silver.
Sure, yeah.
I'll
Much
fork
better
over.
at math than I am. I don't know.
Fork it over.
2 gold, 5 silver.
Or
What-
no, one gold, 2 silver, 5 copper. Because you said 5 gold, not 10.
Oh god, I've got to do a lot of conversion.
No, you don't. I pay for it. Don't.
No.
If you wanna pay me, just give me 2 gold.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sawyer tries to stop you. You're just like, no. I get them.
I'm not taking the change. Yeah, no, I pay for the rooms and I'll come back with the keys.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you need to distribute the keys evenly. Does anybody want to interact with anyone at the bar or get a drink, get some food?
Is anyone wearing any religious iconography?
Who's
I
the
guess-
lady?
Pick
The
a fight.
the cleric sitting with the elf,
Hmm.
probably wearing some religious iconography of some sort. Probably
Nice.
Listal. That seems to
Ooh.
be that you kind of picked up that most people here follow Listal openly. Other
Okay.
than that, it's like probably like amulets tucked under clothes, things like that.
I assume food comes with the room, so I'll get some stew, whatever.
Oh yeah. Do y'all want to see the menu? There's a menu.
Hell
Yes.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Let me fucking paste it.
I just want everyone to know Roxy was working so hard all day, and I'm
Whoa,
so
whoa.
proud of
Is anything included with the room?
Yeah. Just ignore the
Oh, okay.
prices.
I'm gonna get whatever is most expensive.
The most expensive. I think your cider sounds really good.
Raised phoenix and artichoke. Is it actual phoenix
Yes.
or is it turkey? All right, I get food. I'll sit down and eat. I'll order the.
I'm getting big fucking boar.
I'm gonna get boiled lamb.
And also he's open. He's definitely open to giving you a drink of something else if you don't want wine, but
Water.
you want water.
Y'all got whiskey?
Yeah, he'll give you he'll give you brandy. It's close enough.
Yeah, whatever is, magical whiskey.
Brown liquor. Not
Fantasy
anything
whiskey.
brown.
Fantasy brown alcohol. Something manly,
Yeah, worm gut.
Brandy is a real thing.
No, it is. I know. I'm just saying, it should be fantasy.
It's fantasy brandy.
Exactly.
Fantasy brand.
It's black, and they serve Blackbriar mead.
Exactly.
Definitely going the big boar and all that.
I gotta stop playing Skyrim, huh?
Never.
It's not after adding all these sex mods. I simply can't stop.
Just have to keep going.
The sliders aren't working though. It's really frustrating. Everybody's dick looks exactly the same.
It's a real shame.
The damn shit.
So y'all sit down to eat. Anything of note to discuss?
I will say even though eating dinner, Carlin looks like she's immediately setting out plans for a 4 set of cups.
Is this her proof for the lady
Yes,
Asnar?
100%. She is doing, as she saw down by the docks, which I assume is like various fishermen fish motifs sailing, kind of drawing in those designs and then adding like a soft twist of mythology of like water flowing around it with the various types of catches that were like the most expensive and trying to make them look more elegant and naturally swimming.
Wow.
Nico is in kind of the same room, or did you retreat to your room to do drafts and stuff? Or?
No, this is as we are like eating dinner together.
Okay. You see Nico reading over her spell book, and it looks like she's reading over a ritual, and then she goes into like her room and starts setting up the ritual circle with the incense and all that, and opens a rift into the Feywild, and a little Fey spirit comes forward and manifests into the material plane, and a body forms around it. And it grows fur, and it's got the sinewy body of a flexible body of a weasel. And it's got black and white fur, a nice little white throat, kind of runs up and climbs up Nico's leg and kind of wraps around her neck like a soul. It's like, oh, you already know your job.
You have a little wiggle worm. Immediately tries to start petting.
It yawns quietly, and I guess it hops off Nico's shoulder and starts like pawing at Carolyn's leg.
Immediately picking it up.
Oh yeah, Nico chuckles. Ah, that's a good marigold.
So precious. When did you find time for this?
I was planning on getting some skills in the arcane arts in addition to being my pact magic, because it'll help me with my ability to infiltrate, especially because of certain kinds of detection magic.
With adorable little wigglers like these, then you would be so easy to distract people and find out anything.
Yeah, and also I can do this, and she closes her eyes, flutter, and then they go white milking, and she looks around. The weasel starts looking around and stiffening, and then like comes around and goes and finds like a missing silver coin and comes back with it. Brings it to Corlin. Then she opens her eyes again. It's like, and I can hitch a ride on Marigold's senses controller, and she also can talk to and report on what she's seen.
Excellent. I might need to consider the same.
Well, I can teach you this spell.
Take time to study it. I do have a few business propositions to prioritize at the moment.
Yeah, no rush. It's in my book. And you can have Medigold keep you company whenever you like. When we're not, having to deal with all kinds of bullshit outside.
Yes. Look to Asloff Sawyer. Like, so, pursuing higher up that we are speaking to? You know, the one who originally sent us to go talk to the one, you know, helped wash up and make up a little bit more.
We have several objectives.
Quite a lot with a lot wrote as well. And I'll look around the room and see if there's any... Curious now, like, if there's anyone who's been following us this whole time. Like a familiar looking face.
You don't notice any familiar looking faces, Tavern.
Touch paranoia.
I think this is probably a good place to call it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Everyone good with that? Everyone here?
Yeah.
Great game.
Absolutely. Great game. GG.
Thank you so much for running.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for playing.
Of course.
Sorry, I fell asleep in my chair and got a little noise in my mic at one point.
It's
Hey,
alright.
it is okay.
We survived.
All right. So everybody, I will figure out XP in a sec.
Hell yeah. Shall I roll in advance for making this 4 cups over the night? Because I can do a short 4-hour sleep. Because of elven bullshit.
Yeah, sure.
I have a random question. Does anybody have like a good recommendation for like cushions for chairs? Do you know what I mean? Like those cushions you put on chairs and you tie them on?
Purple.
No, like a good like thank you. No, I agree, but like a
Yeah.
good like, brand of them. Cause I have one from IKEA and it fucking sucks, and I can't sit on it anymore.
The only ones I really do know that have really worked out is the purple ones. Because I have one for my trunk chair that I use, and
Purple brand?
yeah, hold on.
Oh, I thought you just meant the color, like
No,
purple.
no, no,
and-
no,
No,
no.
I
That's
love
understandable.
that.
There was no context at all there. No, the
No,
brand
perfect.
company
Okay,
is called
cool.
Purple. They do mattresses, but they also do like seat covers and all, and it's honestly the most wonderful thing ever.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Like they're a little bit of an investment, but I've beaten the living shit out of this one, and it's never lost shit.
I should honestly just get like a good office chair, but I sit in my chair for pretty much D&D, and that's it because my sewing machine's broken right now. So it's like,
Sure.
Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna run.
Yes,
yeah,
Bye.
have a good night.
You as well.
GG.
Thanks for running, baby.
Of course.
Watery tools. Oh. 19. Not too bad.
Hell yeah. Josh, have you ever watched The Office?
Not all of it, but the majority of the first 2 seasons, and I fucking adore it. I love when
Have
they
you seen the episode? Have you seen the episode with Kelly Kapoor, the business bitch?
I don't think I have.
So she's like showing different. Kelly Kapoor is like showing different versions of herself, and then she dresses in like a suit, and she's like Kelly Kapoor, the business bitch, because she shows up. She like shows up to an event as the business person because they need someone to fill in. She's like Kelly Kapoor, the business bitch, and that's all I could think of when I was thinking Coraline.
Corlin is a business bitch, but
Yeah.
pretty soon, when she gets enough resources and starts enchanting silver golems, we're gonna have those silver sovereign. She's gonna murder everything. And
Really?
she's gonna make me an enchanted set of silver armor, and I'm gonna be her first lieutenant.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Flink, send me the token for it, and I can do that.
Yeah.
Also, especially going with the cup design. Assuming it's more modest at the docks and such, not really huge goblets, more like drinking cups and tankards. Keeping to that of where it's still like soft grips and then like the waves that are gently rifting over the top with probably like a few gulls and birds that I saw near the pier. And then like some of the more expensive fish in other schools that are a little more regal looking or like long bodied, so it looks like they're swimming and kind of pushing the waters on the glass itself and just giving that nice smooth wavy texture that feels good when you hold it.
I really spaced out, but I support you. And I heard the good wavy texture when you hold it, and I love that.
It sounds corny to say, but I've had so many like shaped glasses in the past like that where it's like they have that nice little art texture on it, but then it just feels like really good in your grip.
Oh, a glass? Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were talking about glasses, like spectacles for a second. And then I was like, oh, D&D context. We've literally been talking about how you're making spectacles. Another word for glass. Like, okay.
I mean, I could probably make some spectacles for people. I just don't think I can make.
That.
Yeah, I don't think I can make lenses though. That takes a much finer craft.
It does. I feel like Sawyer would rock some like spectacles with no lens.
He would be fucking sexy as hell with glasses.
Right?
Nice, magnificent beard and the fucking hat, and then just like the glasses on the tip of the nose, the fucking aiming down.
History teacher daddy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is what I'm going for all the time.
I'm also very glad that Aslov didn't get any successes from anyone. Or I should say failures for the Zone of Truth.
No, yeah.
No, yeah, me too.
I love that he couldn't
really
catch
killed
anyone with that.
I fucking love that spell. It's so risky, but I love it.
It's fucking awesome. I would imagine, like, he knows Carlin fails. It's like, so what's your secret? Can't ask.
What's your gimmick?
Yeah. Can't ask someone her size like that.
Can't ask the magician its tricks.
Exactly.
Okay,
How have y'all been?
I think I'm gonna hop out of the chat, but thank you for joining my game, everybody. I hope y'all have a good night.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so I'll
Thank
hop
you,
out
man.
too. Have a good night, everybody. GG. Thank you, DM.
Good night, everybody. And good night, everyone in the chat. I will see you tomorrow for more glorious D&D. Till next time.